finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Monarchs of Toronto. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, check. Go.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Oh, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Swim.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of their... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's caught by Tucker.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Jenkins. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the gun, Murray. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. To throw is Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Come on. Back. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Play action. Now it's Murray. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Come on.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Omaha. Green.
Murray now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Down at the 25.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Jacobs from the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
3rd and 2. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now a give right side. Wilkinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Easy. That's one.
Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now Murray off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Looking to throw on second down. Jenkins. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, Jenkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jenkins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jenkins steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards for number 11.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Check that.
Now receiver in motion left. Here's Jacobs. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it. Ready? Viking 18. Ready.
One more time with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Murray now to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Patterson's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores and 24. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, And do it
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. First down, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Murray. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Wilkinson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Play fake. Murray. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Monarchs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. And that's caught at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a big play there. 52 yards. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now Murray throwing on second down. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich,
37 yards. And the Monarchs get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here comes the reach. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had. I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. That's caught by Tucker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Raiders 48, Monarchs 16. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, they'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let go.
Throwing to start the drive. Jenkins. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Wilkinson fights through, and now a crease. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Come on.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Jacobs trying to run on 1st down, but he's going to be stopped and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set, tempo, set. Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake. Jenkins.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Returnable here for Davis.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
And now here's another interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On the return, they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Okay, ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The kick by Carlson is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Murray to air it out again. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Raiders, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Toronto, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.